Mulberry.
I'm always like super like self-conscious about my voice because I know it's like super deep. Because I sing R&B and my dad has trained me to like sing lower. I'm like, now it's stuck.
Now your voice is just stuck
It's
at
just
a.
stuck. Yeah. Because he would be mad because when I was younger, I would always sing like higher songs like Ariana Grande. He'd be like, can you add some bass? I'm like, no, I like singing like the higher songs. He goes, no, like sing lower. And next thing you know, I sound like a dude.
So you put some soul into it, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Man.
That's funny. What? Let's see. I have one done already. So 29, 30. This is episode 31.
Okay.
31 of the Mulberry Podcast. I finally have a female guest. The second one. It's out of what? I don't remember what hers was. Johanna was like episode like. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
A few months, yeah.
Yeah, but Destiny Hyde, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah. So we were talking before a little bit about your music ventures. You just getting started, or how long have you been into music?
I've been singing since I was able to speak. Like everybody else says, I've been singing since I was able to speak, but music has always been in my blood.
Right.
Like my dad and a couple of my uncles, they were in a group called R Edition back in the 90s or the 80s, one of those. And they were signed to Capitol Records. And that's a big old like record industry in
Yeah,
LA.
it is.
And they opened up for some big names, and I was introduced to the studio by the time I was like 1 o'clock. By the time I was 1 years old. And like I've always just been able to sing. My grandparents, like it just goes back. So yeah, I've been doing it for a minute.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
cool. So is that something that you're still doing? Like I see that you have your Instagram page, your Destiny Hyde Music,
Yes, sir.
which I'll definitely put in the description.
Thank you.
Is it something that you're starting to take serious, or you've been wanting to take serious, or or what?
Definitely been wanting to take it serious. I feel like when I get on there, I'm just really comfortable because it's like my friends who follow me. So I play around a lot, but then I forget like this is actually what I want to do. So, step your game up a little bit. So like recently I've been trying to post a little more challenging videos that challenge my range, my vocals, like all that, like my agility. And I have a couple of perspectives looking at me. So hopefully I'm debating if I'm going to go independent or sign. So
Okay.
yeah, I haven't really said anything yet, but yeah.
Yeah, so you're really thinking about it. That's good. Yeah. What makes you do you feel like just life in general has like kind of held you back a little bit from like taking it real serious, or like other distractions, I mean?
Definitely distractions. I mean, like every time I get serious about music, something will push it back. I'm just asking like, God, is this for me then? Because like if I keep getting setbacks while I'm trying to move forward, then I was like, nah, it's supposed to make me stronger. And so I think the one thing that really discouraged me was when we took a trip to LA. My parents and I was singing background for my aunt for a show she had. And we had pulled up, and we didn't even go to our hotel first to drop off our luggage or anything. We just put up to the scene to rehearse. We come back to the car after rehearsal, and all of our stuff is gone out the car, including my music book of every song I ever wrote since I was 13.
Wow.
Every song I wrote since I was 13, including like guitar chords, everything. And I was heartbroken. I was like, I'm done with music. I'm never doing music ever again. Like, that was it for me. Like, that's just God telling me, like, quit. But then, like, about a month after I stopped, like, crying about it and getting in my feelings and in my way, I was like, nah, that's just him telling you to write better. You got, like, I felt like everything in there was mediocre and I could do better. So I think that was my chance for a restart, and that's what I'm kind of doing now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's still like sentimental though. Like to be
Yeah.
able to go back when you're older and like look at that,
Yeah, I mean, it hurt, but
That's
I mean,
foul.
Yeah, I was so hurt. We even joked because we were in LA. We were in West Hollywood for the rehearsal, and we drove to San Bernardino, like an hour away to where we were gonna stay. And so we were an hour away without our stuff. Like, so we drove back to West Hollywood to look for our things, see if anyone like homeless took it. And I was just like, nope, it's gone.
Wow.
At that point, what can you do?
I know that sucks.
Yeah.
So you also said you had family that worked with Logic.
Yeah, my uncle, and my cousin and my aunt, they worked on the Incredible True Story album. She's featured as Drea on that song Stainless, and then
Okay.
in one of the intermission songs, my little cousin Brian is being asked about the planets and everything. He's just talking about like Planet Paradise, and he got some credits for that too. And my uncle
Wow.
helped arrange some vocals and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's cool. So your family still has like a little bit of or has some connections and
yeah, there's
stuff.
some connections. I mean, like I don't think some that they would want me to mention, but I mean, for like the ones people know about is definitely Logic. And my aunt has good ties with Serena Williams. She's really cool too. I went to see her a couple years ago in Florida.
Wow.
She's really cool. She's really tall. She's really
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. But other than that, like music wise, yeah. If I took it seriously, I feel like I'd be able to make it with like, hard work, connections. I mean, that's how you got to do it nowadays. It's kind of connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think you are where you should be right now in life?
Absolutely not.
No?
Oh no.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 21.
21?
Yeah. 22 in 2 months.
So what makes you think that? I mean, you're still young. You're super young. You can barely buy alcohol.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
where do you think you like when you think about that, like where do you think you should be?
I think I just have this image of myself already where I'm supposed to be. And so since I'm not there yet, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I can already see myself on a stage and owning a business at the same time. So I'm just like, you're not there yet. Like, pick it up. Let's get there.
Right.
So I think with that in my head, like, I just feel like I'm holding myself back in a way. Because I'm like, all the avenues to get to where you got to go. You're just driving too slow.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're still driving. That's the point.
Facts.
Yeah.
I ain't going to say facts too many times.
No, because like when I was going to school, it took me like a little over 6 years to get my degree, like my bachelor's. And I, especially at your age, because I had went to a 4-year, and then I came home and I went to the JC. So like I kind of took a step back so I can get back to a 4-year. And when I was at the JC, I was like really down on myself. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I felt like I really messed up because and I felt really behind because I almost felt like I wasted the first 2 years
Right.
in college, and then I came back and like almost started over, which I didn't really start over. I just didn't transfer directly over. Like when I went to Utah State, I just left for like a lot of different reasons, but so I kind of just had to like, okay, go to the JC, and then when I got back to a 4-year, a lot of those classes, well, most of them, well, not even, maybe like a semester worth of classes I didn't have to retake.
Oh, wow.
So then I had to like make up a lot of other stuff. So I was like really behind. And around that time, like a lot of the kids I went to school with were graduating, their pictures on social media, like with their cap and gown. And I'm still like at the JC, and I'm just like, I was like really discouraged. Like, this sucks. And I didn't even know what I was doing. Cause like my whole life, I just was an athlete, but that comes to a quick end, and I'm, I was 19, 20. I had my whole life ahead of me, and like, I don't know what else to do. Like, what am I supposed to do now?
That's crazy. You thought that, like, and you still had so much time.
Yeah.
I could totally relate to that because I think that plays into part why I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, because I'm gonna keep it a whole bang. I mean, some people don't know this, but when I actually went to a private school, like a really cool private school, a 4-year, I had a chance to get my degree and everything, same thing. And I didn't take it serious. I partied. I went out every weekend, like 2-3 parties a night. But I didn't drink or anything at the time. But I was just out. Like, I could have been doing homework. I could have been doing something else. But I ended up flunking out the school. Yeah, I had.
You flunked?
I flunked out because, I mean, it was two things. Not only me being distracted, because I was so sheltered my whole life. I wasn't able to see anything. So when I finally had that freedom, I was like, I took it and ran with it. It was just like freedom. Like, my parents aren't here. It's bad. And another part was the major I chose. I fell out of love with it, like in the beginning, and so I just stopped trying. And I was just like, man, I'm a failure. So I went back home. Oh, I'm gonna keep it a whole band. Okay, we're gonna be real. Okay, so I went back home to my parents' house for Christmas break, and they asked. My parents are very intrusive, and they were like, "Let me see your grades," and I was like, "Oh yeah, of course." So me knowing I had all F's, I screenshot my my Canvas app. I went through and changed all my grades, and I sent it to them. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we're so proud of you." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna put all A's." Yeah, so I put like, B's, a C, and like, "We're so proud of you." They went and got me all these gifts, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm in too deep." Like,
yeah, I was about to say, you done fucked up big time.
They done got me stuff like expensive things, and so then, like, it didn't last long, because literally like 2 weeks later, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I was laying downstairs, and I hear, "Destiny Hyde, if you don't get up here." And so I'm 18. I'm thinking I'm grown. Like, man, they can't tell me it's my grades, But at the end of the day, they're paying for the school. They saw my real grades. They logged into Canvas and they saw. And yeah, it did not go well from there. Like, it was bad. My parents were not happy about that. But I was just like, I told them the truth. I was just like, I'm not really feeling this major. I was a political science major. I wanted to be a lawyer. And I was just like, this is not my passion anymore. Like, I think my thing is business. And so far with like, it is business. And that even though I felt like a failure then, like, it pushed me to realize things I didn't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like, to try to do like different things. And so when I found out I'm pretty good at business, I was like, I'm gonna do that. And next thing you know, I ended up doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So
it makes a difference when you know, or when you really like something.
Yeah, I thought I liked being a lawyer, like law school and everything, but I was just like, nah, I can't do this. Like, it's not only is it boring, but then you really gotta lie. Like, they're not lying about that. You actually have to lie as a lawyer, and I'm just like, you gotta have.
You gotta win. Dignity. Play to win.
I mean, yeah, but man.
Well, if you're like a defendant lawyer, or like for someone who's like on like, for like a murder charge or something, and you probably know like this dude probably did this shit, but your job is to get him off.
Right.
At least lower the charges.
Yeah.
And you just doing what you can, like.
And me, I was just like, nah, I can't set up and lie every day for a check. Like, I can't do that. But yeah, life is going way better now. I mean, you fail, you succeed, you come out, you learn from it. So I definitely learned from it. And yeah, you'll be seeing me a little bit more in 2021,
That's
maybe
good.
2022. Yeah.
Were you like making music then too, or messing with music then, or were you just like
at
not
the time,
doing nothing?
Nah, because I wanted to take. That was actually when I was like at my height, like my peak of taking music seriously. I was like trying to be in any studio, any time of the day, but like again, like things just kept getting in my way. And at the time, I didn't have a car, so I couldn't even get to where I had to go. And yeah, but now that I have more freedom, more money, more time, I'm definitely taking music more serious, for sure.
Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play a lot of instruments.
What do you play?
I play the flute, guitar, piano. I dabble in the drums. My dad says I'm terrible, but I try.
That's cool. Yeah. If I ever have a kid, geez, I stuttered like crazy right there. I got ahead of myself. If I ever like have a kid, I kind of do want them to like, as they're growing up, like learn the piano or an instrument or something like that.
Very, very fundamental.
Yeah. Just the basics, because I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it's really fun. I feel like it helps, like, with anything. Like, because I had a problem with learning in school. Like, I couldn't pay attention. So I would just put it in a song. Like, I had, like, a hard chemistry class. I literally put the whole, like, study guide in a song. And I aced the test. I was like, well, I'll do it like that from now on.
Music's awesome. Music's amazing.
Yeah.
It helps you get through a lot. I never thought of doing it like that. Actually, you know what? Like, when I used to memorize stuff, I would make a beat out of it when I memorize it instead of just trying to memorize it. Like I would like, yeah, that's true.
See, like I go to the store, I'd be like, clothes, shoes, like
that's what I do.
I'll do that. I'll sing the whole way there, like clothes, shoes, this and that, until I get everything on the list. I'm like, okay, I got it now.
Or like trying to memorize a phone number or anything. Like you just do it like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yep. So you write your own music as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like better for me. I can literally get out every single emotion when I write my music, because, and not only writing it, it's just like the instruments come into play, because the type of artist that I am, I'm more like R&B soul. I feel like some beats can't just capture the emotion you're feeling. And like nowadays it's too much like too much beat, and like no one's really focusing on like the lyrics. The lyrics gotta match the beat.
Right.
You can have like a great beat, but if you're talking about the same thing, rhyming the same words over and over again, like it's not music. It's a song, but it's not music to me.
It just depends on the individual, what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Me, I look for both. Just
Yeah.
I listen to music like every day, all day.
Who your
like,
artists that you like really listen to?
That I really listen to?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't. Let's see. I listen to stuff from like the 50s all the way to now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like I got like 6,500 songs on Spotify.
Oh my gosh.
That I
you
just
don't
go
to.
Play. Yeah.
But
No.
the headphones still work.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Man, someone I really appreciate and like hip hop is definitely Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Because he really writes.
Great lyricist.
And he has a lot of like his like the beats that he makes or that he like works with.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of like jazz influence.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that.
Yeah. I like that too. Like I like when rappers like can take anything and make it great.
Yep.
Like you can give them like a R&B track and they'll turn into a really dope hip hop track, or like you said, jazz, and they'll turn it into like something great. It's just that talent some people really, really have. I'm just like, man, like y'all are crazy.
Yeah. Or like when he drops a new album, every time like that first track, I'm literally sitting here like I'm just excited like what's about to happen right now.
Yeah.
Like what experience am I about to have, you know?
Yeah.
There's not many artists that do that. A lot of music now is really it's cool for like a few weeks.
Right.
There's not a lot of playback
temporary.
value.
It's temporary play.
Yeah. So I guess there's two questions. One, what influenced you like when you're writing or when you come up with like a song like that, and is it the same when you're playing an instrument?
Okay, like when I used to write, I would always force myself like, okay, like it's 3:00. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, please cut that out. Oh my god.
Definitely not cutting that out.
I don't care. when I'm writing, I used to force myself to write like, okay, write from 3 to 4 and then you're done. And I would just be like, dang, like this song is terrible. Like I sat there and forced myself. So now what I do is I don't write until I feel like the emotion like at its best. And I feel like when I do that, when I write when I want to, it comes out. Like, first of all, the pen just goes. I don't really gotta think. It just goes by itself, and I'll make it rhyme. But yeah, that's my writing technique that I do. I just write when I want. And look, you forgot the question. Oh, like the style or how I do it?
Like your inspiration for like writing, is it the same as also like when you play an instrument? Or do you just play an instrument and kind of just play around with it? Yeah,
I'll just play around. And like the crazy part is like when I mess up, it's actually good mess ups. Like I will write that down. Like that was actually, I'll miss a finger on the chord. I'm like, that sounded pretty good. Like, and I'll write that down. Like I'll keep that.
Yeah.
It's like my singing, my writing and playing techniques are different. Like I can go for days playing. I'll play anything, but I'm more meticulous when it comes to my writing because I want to be a story. I want my listener to understand like where I'm coming from and actually be able to relate. I think that's why I've taken so long I've even dropped anything yet because I'm taking too long to perfect it. And everyone's just telling me like, just drop what you need to drop. And I was like, facts. So like right now I'm polishing something up right now to drop. And hopefully it'll be out in the next like 4 months.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because people aren't going to be able to critique or hear it if you don't put it out.
Right.
And
right.
Like we talked about before, you can, if you're in a studio and you listen to a song 100 times over, like you're going to be like, I don't even want to drop this. I don't even want to listen to this again, But for all of us or everybody else, it's like all new,
Yeah. And then like for me, like I'm my biggest critic. Like if I hear my song over and over again, I'm just like, I'll fall out of love with it. And I'll hear like things I didn't hear before. And I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. And that's what I've done to like 7 songs. Like I have them, but I'm just like, I don't want to drop it. I don't like it. Like I heard this, and like you can re-record it, but I still choose just to not do it anymore. Because at that point, like you said, you hear it so many times. I'm just like, I don't want to sing it anymore.
How many songs are you sitting on?
Oh,
you got a whole album?
I probably
might as well
3-4 albums worth on me. Like I have so many songs, but I just need to get over myself and just drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you have to lose, honestly?
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Just time.
See?
On myself.
See?
Yeah.
But that's cool. I never just music like instruments just seem so like difficult to me. Like when people make a song like that, it like amazes me. I think that's why I listen to things from, the 50s till now, because it like from like classic rock, from like oldies to classic rock to alternative and like the grunge, and then then the hip hop, and like how that's changed from like the 80s really, and how that's changed. It's just amazing to me. Yeah, I think I just thoroughly appreciate
older music too, because I feel like older music has more instrumentation, and nowadays it's like a keypad, like a boom, or you can get all your instruments from that, or your piano. But back then they really had a mic, the guitar, and they're playing in front of it, and then re-record. And I was just like, that's way better, because you get the vibe of the instrument, and the vocal is just like way warmer,
Yep. And then especially like when you put it on like a vinyl and you have a record player.
Yeah.
The way it sounds just sounds like it's different.
For real,
it sounds crispy.
Really?
Yes.
I need to give me one then.
Yeah, it does. It's cool.
That's what's up.
But no, like live music is amazing.
Yeah.
Have
you been to concerts before? Any concerts?
Yeah.
How many?
I've been to a bunch of like 80s bands concerts with my dad.
He
loves that. You only been to one concert?
Big Star, yeah. Like I've been to like little festivals and stuff, like. But a big concert, yeah. It was just Logic. It was Logic. He was cool. Like, that was a good concert. Like, and at the time, I was, like, his biggest fan in my heart. I was like, I know everything from your birthday to your favorite color. Like, so I was over there, like, juiced. And it was a great concert. Like, he's a great performer. But one person I really want to go see, I would say that would have to be, like, a performer. I would say Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Man.
I'm not even a fan like that, but I just want to see how she works the stage, because she commands her audience. She commands the stage. Like, everything gravitates to her. She don't tell anybody what to do. It just happens.
And she plays in stadiums.
Yeah, they gotta have she
those
sells
like the
out.
mega stars. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes that's cool, but sometimes I like going to like the small venues and like there's like 100 of us in there, 200 people. Mm-hmm. And everyone's just right there, and like it's hella fun. Yeah, I've been to stuff like that. I've been to like I went to Hard Summer one year, saw like Travis Scott, Ty Dolla $ign.
That's cool.
Yeah, Lil Uzi.
I love me some Ty Dolla.
Ice Cube.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I gotta see Ice Cube's old ass up there. Fat Joe was there. I saw Fat Joe.
He's gonna lean back and stuff.
No, does he play that?
Yeah, that's his jam.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember him playing that.
Yeah, that's a song from a minute ago.
He has that song, I'm All the Way Up.
Oh, he trying to do his newer stuff. He need to go back to his old stuff. This old stuff was classic. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they had like a bunch of like EDM artists. Like,
okay.
I'm not really into that, but it was kind of everyone was drugged out, just like sucking on binkies,
psychedelics and stuff.
Yeah,
over here looking at the lights.
I'm over here like sober, like, man, these lights are cool. Like, I'm cool. Like, I don't need no drugs. Like,
I be seeing them videos, like they be on like the crazy stuff, and they be doing the lights in front of their face and everything. And they're just like in a trance. I'm like, and you think
I'm too scared to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, you think that's safe? Like,
yeah, some chick actually died that time I went.
Because how you know if you're if you have epilepsy or not? You don't know. It could come up one day. I don't know how that works, but I wouldn't want to test it.
And they're taking shit. They don't even know what it is.
Facts.
So,
yeah.
I got to see Kali Uchis and Georgia Smith as well.
Oh my god!
And they had live bands, and actually,
wow.
The songs that they played, I actually like them a lot more now, just because I heard them live.
Yeah.
And they actually sound better live.
Because do you hear like more things that you never heard in the track before? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And then like I go back and listen to it, and I can hear it subtly in the track.
Yep.
But it just hit more in person and like live band. So
my dad has always taught me that. He's like when you listen to music, he's like, forget the main vocal. He's like, listen to the background instruments, the background vocals. He's like, listen for things that you don't usually hear. He's like, turn it up a little bit more towards the end too, because you'll always hear like runoff ad libs or extra instruments, and literally the ends of songs that have more instruments are always the best, because you really hear like more instruments and more like runs that they do towards the end.
That's true. Mm-hmm. Especially live, like they'll even like freestyle it too a little bit. It's a little different, you know.
I lied. I did see somebody else in person. I saw two people. I saw Ella May and her.
Okay, I know both.
Now, Ella May was cool, but Her? Oh my gosh.
She was nice. Amazing.
I've never heard vocals that smooth in my life. Like, and her music does her no justice because it's great music. But I feel like live, she had her own freedom and she just played around with that mic and I was just like in love.
Wow.
I was like, you are talented. And she hopped around that stage from her guitar to piano to the drums. I'm like, you are what I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, you're crazy.
How you know so many instruments and you've been around music and all that, but you hardly been to concerts? That doesn't make sense. I feel like you would want to go to more concerts, no?
I'm keeping it a band. The funds was not there, but the funds are there now, but we're in COVID, so.
That sucks.
Once COVID's away and we'll find out these regulations for concerts, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah. I don't really care for big festivals. They're a lot of money, and then like I'm like with my binoculars like, oh, there he is, right there, you know? Like that's why I'd rather have the smaller venues, to be honest. Plus I like a lot more intricate. Yeah, and like I like a lot more underground rap too. Yeah. So like a lot of them don't have like hella fans. Yeah. It's just their underground fans. So like when you go to like Santa Cruz and it's like in a small venue. Yeah. It's actually a lot of fun.
I got some friends that rap too, and they have their small venues, but like they're like city popping. Like it's. I need to stop drinking this coffee. Oh my gosh. I don't even burp, but here we go. Chest acting up.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee.
I don't either, but I have a headache, and I heard that caffeine, like, helps take your headache away, something like that.
I don't know. My mom wakes up with headaches, and she drinks coffee, but that's because she's addicted to caffeine. So.
Oh, okay.
Because I tell her caffeine's a drug, Mom.
Facts.
You need to get off that shit.
Yeah. What'd she say?
Nothing.
Oh.
She's like, I'm going to go pour me another one. She didn't care.
My mama too. I'll pour a bigger cup this time.
Like. For real. Yeah, I don't really, I don't drink coffee or, I don't really eat candy. I had a fruit by the foot this morning.
Word for breakfast?
No.
Oh, I'll eat candy for breakfast. I don't care.
I was thinking about this question. This is a serious question I really thought about earlier. I had 2 of them. Does that mean I had fruit by the feet?
Yeah, I would say that.
Like if you really, is that like the plural way? Or if I had 2 fruit by the foots?
Yeah, see, I would say it that way. I would say I had 2 fruit by the feet.
There's no way you'd say that.
Wait, I don't know how I would say that. Yeah, I wouldn't even
say
it.
That's the dumb shit I think of. I'm sitting there eating it, and that's
some high questions.
I know, and I'm not even high. That's the problem. It's like, I don't know what would I ask if I was high.
Oh, my gosh. There was one question I had. I was like, I wasn't under the influence, but I was thinking like,
nah, you were definitely under the influence. You just don't want your mom to know.
Exactly, because she's going to watch this. I was definitely under the influence. But I was
sober life.
Yeah, I was like, if the sky was a different color, would we look at it differently? Like, if it was like purple, like, or some weird stuff, like, would we know, oh, that's weird? Or we just, because we're used to it already? If that's how it always been? That's all we knew was purple sky. Would we know, like, oh, the sky is weird, like,
no, it'd be normal.
Purple. No. Yeah, but I don't know why I thought that. So I'm like, blue just like fits the sky. I don't know why I thought that.
Well, I always thought, like, what if people see different colors? But we the sky could be like red for you, but you know it's as blue, so it doesn't make a difference.
If you're colorblind, probably.
Well, but do people are they born colorblind?
That's what I heard. I heard that's.
Or is that I feel like that's an old person thing.
No, I actually knew a guy in high school who was colorblind. We tested him with colors, and he was actually getting them wrong on accident. And I was like, what?
Like, bro, you're playing.
Yeah, I thought so. And so the next day I had a Stanford shirt on, and he goes, oh, nice shirt. I was like, oh, yeah, what color is it? He goes, black. I was like, no, this is burgundy.
There's no way.
Yeah, and I was like, but he was like one of those like honest guys. You'd be like, dude, you're not in the line. Yeah. Like, you're legit colorblind.
That's wild.
Yeah. But it was crazy when you're like thinking of the dumbest things, but you're like, that actually like a good question to ask. When you sit back and like, it sounds crazy because I'm under the influence, but you're like, nah, it's actually like a legit question.
I want to like adopt a kid at like an infant, and then just teach them all the wrong shit, like left and right, just backwards, everything.
When they get older, they're gonna need help from society. Like that would be
That's sick, huh?
Yes.
I thought about that. Like, let's just teach them like all the wrong shit.
And then when you get older, you're gonna regret that, having to like teach him everything all over again.
Well, then I just adopt a new one and try again.
Adopt children like dogs.
Oh, that's foul. I didn't say that. No. So you were talking about starting a business?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that, or is that like something that you're still working on?
It's under progress. That's the word. It's in progress.
It's under progress. What school did you go to? You went to Atwater High, huh?
Ah!
Makes sense.
No, it's just too early. No, it's in progress. I've learned to like, you can speak on what you do, like, to an extent, but I learn every time that I speak on something that's not fully developed or not even done yet, like, it goes to waste. It does not come out the way it's supposed to come out.
I respect that.
Yeah. So it's just like with this thing, I'm finding like I'm taking it. It's the first thing I'm taking serious besides music. But I'm like, I'm going to make sure I have all my ducks in order and make sure I legit can get this out because, like, if I do this right, like, I'll be successful. I know that for a fact. Like,
that's
for
good.
an absolute fact.
Yeah. I like that you don't speak on it. A lot of people speak on things and never follow through. I'd rather just follow through. I worked on this podcast for 2 months before I even made it, before I dropped. And I didn't tell anybody.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's a good thing, though, because look now, like, you got mad guests and everything.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I hope that it comes to fruition. I mean, if anybody got me, God got me, because I know, like, this is my biggest jump, like, financially. I'm putting a lot of money into this, like, hard, like, time. Like, I work a 9 to 5 right now, and, like, literally after every single shift, and I commute an hour to even get there, because, right now, COVID, ain't nobody hiring, so you really got to drive an hour to get to a regular schmegular job. And so, like, I get home super tired, and I still like, okay, you got to study, make sure you know what you're doing, because, like, I'm coming into this with no games, like, and music. Like, we're not playing games anymore. Like, it's over. I'm giving myself no excuses anymore, because all I would do is make an excuse. Something fail. Oh, it's because of this. Like, or I'll blame somebody else, or because he didn't follow through with it. No, blame yourself. Learn from it. Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And this is the best time to do it, you know?
Yes, sir. Exactly. Yeah, I'm working, but it's still so much time on your hands right now because everything's down, and it's so cool to see everybody come up with like small businesses and stuff. But it's just like my dad was telling me, like, even my parents started one throughout COVID. So they're like, everyone can start a business, but it's all about who lasts right after COVID. And I was like, that's real talk. Yeah. Like, like, I'm trying not to cuss, but that's real talk,
I hope I haven't. I think I've been pretty good. I usually cuss a lot.
I do. I have a sailor mouth, and I'm just like, I'm just like, no, that's not ladylike, so let me just be quiet.
Yeah, I just thought I asked because you're a business major.
Yes, sir.
And I was wondering, like, because some people just do it and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm taking this serious. Like, I mean, the field that I'm going into, it's a service field. Like, so I won't be providing products, till later, but like, everyone that I've been to for this particular service hasn't taken it seriously. I'll spill a little bit. It's like, I don't want to say too much, actually, but like, I've had it done for me. I'm just like, you didn't ask certain questions. Like, I feel like you didn't really want to know about the craft. You're here to make money. And I'm trying to learn the craft and make more money, do better. And so, yeah, I'll speak a little bit more on it. Hopefully I can come back and then, like, I'm off the ground, like, the business is going and everything, talk about it and everything.
Yeah, but most definitely.
For now, it's just like, I just want to make sure I get this, like, I finally get this off the ground, because there's so many projects that I've started and I haven't finished because either I said something too early or, like, it wasn't for me. And I feel like this is something for me. So I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I respect that.
Hear my knee pop. See, I ain't got the Meg Thee Stallion knees. My knees be popping. They terrible.
Yeah, mine do too. I feel like I have no cartilage in my knees left.
For real. Like, have you ever had an injury and you had fluid in your knee from like a...
No, I haven't actually.
I never got it drained. But what? I don't think it's there now, but I hadn't for like 3 years playing basketball. My knees were fat.
Is that all you played was basketball?
And softball. And I wanted to do track, but I wasn't fast enough for that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Heck no, I wasn't fast enough for that.
Was he borrow the coach then?
Yeah,
he wanted just went out there.
He wanted me to, but I was just like, no, and the things I wanted to do, I'm too clumsy for. I wanted to do hurdles. I was like, no, I'm gonna fall in front of everybody. And
yeah, right. I literally didn't hurdle in my life until I was a freshman, and they're like, go do hurdles. I was like, oh, okay. And I just like learned.
That's what's up.
I fell plenty of times. I fell twice in one race.
For real?
My first race.
Yeah, I actually went on your page and I saw you edited a video to where
oh,
you
that
fell
one?
the music.
Oh, that one was, that one was,
Yes.
That was a good race, though. That
For
whole
real?
race, yeah.
Good. But
yeah, that was my senior year.
Oh, okay.
That was my senior year, yeah. I was still falling, see?
What year was you breaking records? Your senior year?
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
I would have broke that, or I would have broke a record then if I didn't fall.
For real?
That would have been my fastest time ever.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I was going for it, all or nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. But, you still have your name up there. It's still good.
It's up there?
I think so. I haven't been there in a minute.
The new stadium or the new gym? I've only been in there once.
Same. For my sister's basketball game. But other than that, I wouldn't even know.
They didn't have it when you were there?
When I was there in the old weight room, yeah.
What year did you graduate?
17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm old, man. What the hell?
Nah.
13?
I was 4 years. And I think, wait. Yeah.
No, you were in 8th grade. Like, you graduated 8th grade when I graduated high school.
Yeah. Okay, that's what
Same
it was.
with my brother.
For real?
Aren't you guys the same grade?
Yeah, I think you had another brother he graduated too.
No, I just got one.
Oh, okay.
Like, one's enough.
I got 3.
You have 3?
Yeah, younger. One's in college. He just got there doing amazing. Has a 4.2 in college.
Jeez.
And he's a biochem major. I'm like, you doing better than me, okay?
I graduated with
high school.
Yeah, I graduated with a 2.3.
For real?
C's get degrees.
Hey man, that's all I had, so I would know. But I ain't got my degree yet. But but yeah, he's in high school. He's in college. He'll San Diego State. He's gonna be on the football team out there. He's a wide receiver.
Who is that? Darius?
Darius. Oh, you know him?
Yeah, I know Darius. He's a stud.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's my little brother. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be doing that. And then I have 2 younger ones, Dayton and Dallas. Dayton's 14. He's finding himself right now. He thinks he wants to be he don't know what he wants to be. He likes to build stuff and he likes science, but he don't really know yet. But that boy, he reminds me of myself though a lot. He's very musically inclined. And my younger brother Dallas is more like Darius. That boy picks up any sport and excels like
just takes off.
I mean, he signed up for football, scored 7 touchdowns in a season at 9 years old.
Wow.
And then signed for basketball, star of the team. I'm like, what's next? Soccer, tennis, golf?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to take
just
over
put
everything?
Him in everything. See what he's good at.
Baseball, took off. I'm just like, I'm going to need to watch you, boy.
Yeah.
You buy me a house.
Yeah. Man, I want my kid to play baseball. It's probably one of the easy. I mean, it's still hard, but like to go deep, like in like majors.
Yeah.
Baseball is where it's at.
Yeah, baseball games are fun to watch. Oh yeah.
You like watching baseball?
Yeah, I used to play softball. I was out there. I would be out there if it wasn't too hot though. But yeah, baseball. I would say I'm a typical Giants fan.
Oh, God.
You know, I don't really know much about like stats and everything, but I'll watch occasionally.
All right. Well, we're wrapping this podcast up.
Oh, okay.
Giants fan.
Did
you really thought I was like, we're done right now? Oh, that's foul. I would never do that.
My bad. I'll switch teams right here. Okay.
Nah, that's cool. Most people, they think it's boring.
No,
I love watching baseball.
I think because I have the history of playing softball. My mom played too.
Well, you know what's going on too. A little bit.
That part. So I feel like I can understand it. And you know what's crazy that I would never understand, even though I played, I would never know like innings. Like, are there a certain amount? I just know, okay, we struck out, okay, off the field, or like we're back on the field. I never understood innings ever.
You didn't?
No.
So
there's a certain amount?
Yeah, there's 9 innings in a game. Everything's in 3s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
3 strikes, 3 outs. There's 9 players on the field.
Striking like somebody out quick, and then you get to like that 7th inning, and it's been like an hour.
That's how it is.
What?
Yeah, get to the 9th inning. If you're ahead, you win. The home team always bats last.
Mm-hmm.
So if the game is tied in the 9th inning, or no, hold up. If the away team is up in the 9th inning, In the bottom of the ninth, the home team gets the last at bats to either tie it and can continue the game into the 10th inning,
I didn't even
or
know
it's
that.
over. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, everything's in threes.
Wow.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, it's a little simpler when
See,
you look
yeah.
at it like that. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like literally, when I played softball, I just know, oh, third strike, clear out, or third strike with them. Okay, get on the field.
Yeah.
I never knew like there was a certain amount. That's crazy.
Did you pitch or what did you play?
No, I was always outfielder. I love being outfield.
Okay.
Center. There's a hair. Oh my gosh. Center field was my thing, and then I got taller, so I went to first. And then I was just like, I don't like first. I'm gonna go back out because I was always really fast. I can always get to left.
But you didn't want to do track.
I know, because
I was about to put you on blast right now because the center fielder is supposed to be the fastest one on the field.
Yeah, I was fast one on the field, but I just feel like I wasn't fast enough for track though. Because my friends like
that's why you should have ran hurdles because you get the people who have a lot of speed, but they don't have that natural like just pure speed like for the 1 and 2. You throw them in hurdles, teach them technique, and they just wreck shop.
Miss my chance then. Miss my chance. That's crazy.
See.
I could have had me a record.
Ibarra was onto something.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah. He knows what he's talking about sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, he does though. Like he's like, you need to be on the track team. I'm just like, nah. But then and my coach JR, he was like, be on track so you can get faster in basketball.
JR.
But at the time I was taking basketball serious and I was trash. I wasn't good till like I don't think I was ever good, but like my freshman and sophomore year, my shots just went in somehow. Form was terrible. Like, and then my junior year, my teammates were good. Like, so I barely touched the court. And I was just like, okay, next year, I hope I can do a little better. And I have my friend Alondra. That girl crazy. She goes crazy. She still plays. She plays.
Really?
Yeah, she goes to Laverne.
Oh, that's dope.
Her and Jasmine. So I was playing with them. I was just like, girl, I'm trying to get better. And I finally touched the court. I got better, and I was just like, but I know that I wasn't at my best because again, I didn't take it serious enough. I skipped practices. Like I would half-ass I practice, and I would just be like, this is why you don't get no playing time. This is why you ain't got no stats. Like
JR wasn't on that ass? He
was. But when he realized that my love wasn't there, he was just like, he kind of gave up, which I don't blame him for. I mean, like, he would just, I remember my freaking junior year, I skipped so many practices and we made playoffs that year. He pulled me in the office. He was like, you know, we got playoffs next week. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we do. And he goes,
hella hype.
He goes, but yeah, if you want to get there, you got to take your own car. I was like, I can't go to playoffs. He goes, I'm not saying that, but if you want to get there, you got to go in your own car. And I was like, you know what? I deserve that because I didn't take it as serious as I should have.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to watch high school girls basketball.
It's slower. We can't dunk and do like crazy things.
Well,
but
not even that. It's just like I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, I mean that's what it is. I mean, I find myself saying the same thing about WNBA and NBA. Like, but there are some talented players. I mean, it's just harder in high school because like they're still finding their way. But some college girl basketball, they're crazy. They're crazy.
With that, I remember like on Twitter. I see all the crazy shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how why don't women or the women players get paid as much as like the male players? Yeah. And I'm like, the main thing is because nobody watches it.
I mean, keep it a band, yeah, that's what it is.
Not like if people watched it and there was revenue there for that, then they would get paid accordingly.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. It has nothing to do because they're women.
The gender, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that too. It's just, it is what it is. Like,
yeah. It does suck, but it's just like, if we're being completely honest, like there's just not as much support.
Yeah.
That's why like football players, they make a killing.
Yes.
Baseball, there's no salary cap. Yeah. They just get paid whatever.
I saw a guy just got re-signed to a team for $9 million.
That's nothing. Mike Trout, like 2 years ago, got paid $430 million.
Oh my gosh, that's
like almost
crazy.
$500 million.
And seeing things like that, I'm like, I should take sports a little more serious.
Yeah, that's the type of contracts they're getting. Like people are getting now in the
crazy.
MLB. $430 million. Bryce
And
Harper was like 320
he
something
plays
million.
baseball. Yeah, and I know what's
That's
his
what I'm
name?
saying. Baseball is where it's at.
Yeah, y'all get paid. Yeah, cause football like Dak, he gets paid a lot for no reason. Let
Dak
him go.
Prescott?
Yeah.
Well, he got franchise tag. He hasn't even got a deal yet.
But I know he wanted that. He
wanted
asked
it.
for more.
He asked for more, and they're like, nah, because they have
Yeah.
a cap too, though. But I mean, they should have. I mean, he deserves, a big.
He's a good quarterback. It's
contract.
just I feel like everyone overhyped him and
He's
Zeke.
overrated.
In a way. I mean,
Everyone's like, well, look at his numbers. I'm like, yeah, he's always playing from behind.
when you got cats like what's his name? Light skinned dude plays for the is it Chiefs?
Mahomes.
Yes, when you got cats
He's
like
raw.
him. When you got dudes
What's
like
your
him,
excuse?
I mean, like,
Let's throw some film on.
yeah.
You want some money? Let's watch.
We thought that Dak and Zeke was gonna show out.
Zeke got paid and he don't care anymore.
Right.
And that's the big problem with sports is like athletes they don't
You
care
cut that
about
check.
the game.
Yeah, you cut that check, it don't matter no
Emmitt
more.
Smith like broke his collarbone in a playoff game and then
Wow.
still played.
That's crazy. Yeah, and you don't see things like that.
Ronnie
anymore.
Lott
Like,
cut his own finger off to keep playing.
that part, like you see basketball, like old film, like when like they were playing like that, like it was
They were
rougher, and they be playing with broken stuff or sick. Like what they said, Jordan had a whole fever and had IVs on the side. Like I don't understand it nowadays.
That's because they love the game.
It's they don't have that love. It's all money driven, and it's just like
People love the look now more than the game.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
So, I mean, you want to be flashy and all that. That's great. Go for it. But you better ball.
Right.
Don't be
right.
flashy and look stupid.
Right.
Like,
Right.
That's just even
Like,
more corny.
I think the best person who could do both was Cam Newton. That boy be
For
flashy.
a while, yeah. For a while.
And then got
Yeah.
his job done,
Made the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. So I'll give him that. He was like a star in my eyes because he
Yeah.
could handle both sides. Like he could handle the fame without going to his head, and then get that ball and do work.
Yeah.
I
used to watch it. I used to love watching his touchdown dances and like
Oh,
his
yeah.
little, all his little
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's hyped. He's getting me hyped through the
Yeah.
TV. I'm like, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That's
but
a fact.
I want to ask you questions on your podcast
Oh no.
show.
Okay.
All right. Let me think of some questions now.
I hate questions.
What's something that you wish you've taken more serious, but it flopped because you didn't?
Baseball.
Yeah. How far do you think you could have gone?
I have no idea. I never took it serious. My dad was like really good at baseball.
Mm-hmm.
He like loved the sport. I never took it serious. I just
Really?
never like wanted to. I just never wanted to. And then like when I was younger, I used to like be out there and just be real timid and like not even really want to be out there. And I would still play okay, but that's something I do regret.
Yeah.
Honestly, just putting more effort into things like that or into that. I used to race BMX, pedal bikes.
Oh, word. That's
Yeah.
tight. That's tight.
I wish I took that a little more serious too.
Could you do tricks and everything? How they do like?
No, that's like freestyle stuff.
Oh, okay,
but like we
okay.
race. I get raced. Like that little dirt track, the BMX track over at Castle.
There's a track out there.
But by the basketball gym.
I know there's a basketball.
Or
gym
by
out there.
Veterans Field, the football field.
Oh,
right there.
Okay,
there's
got you.
a BMX track. I used to be out there all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go to nationals. We would go to Reno. I've been to Texas, Salt Lake City,
Dang,
Eugene, Oregon.
That's tight.
So like that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
Like, and when I was little, I used to get trophies. Like, I'd get first at the nationals, and the trophies be bigger than me.
wow.
Just walking around with the.
That's crazy. You think
Yeah.
you would ever go back?
What's that?
You think you could do it again? Like start up
Nah,
again?
nah.
No, the love isn't there or something.
Well, I just stopped because I wanted to play football. I started getting really good at football, so
Oh,
like
okay,
I was
okay.
doing both.
Mm.
And then, I grew up like I played, from t-ball all the way up, basketball at the city, football like every year, all
Dang.
3 seasons. Plus,
Yeah.
I was racing.
Oh my gosh.
So like
you
I
were
was just
busy.
doing, and like my parents were like we were always on the move all the time.
That's what's up. That's tight.
Yeah, but I guess that's one big thing. I wish I appreciated that more and had more fun with it. Cause like we were just always on the move, and it just went by so fast. That feels like a whole nother lifetime.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I always forget that I even raced.
For real?
Yeah, cause I raced from like 3 to like 10
Yeah.
or 11 maybe,
Uh-huh.
and then I I was like, yeah, I'm done. I told my dad.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That would break my heart to feel like I was so passionate about something and then forget I even did it. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, I was, like I said, I don't think I was too passionate about it. I
Yeah,
just was doing
you
it
just good
because,
at it,
yeah,
yeah.
because my uncle was a pro when he was younger.
oh wow.
And then, well, do you know Taylor Coleman? You know Taylor Coleman?
No.
Tracer and Trevor Coleman was my cousins, but like their dad
Wait,
raced.
is Taylor a girl
Mm-hmm.
with blonde hair? Yes, I do know Taylor. She's younger than me.
Yeah, she's younger.
She's younger than me. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we were in leadership together.
She was
I'm
in
tripping.
leadership, yeah.
My mind is boggled. Yes, I
Yeah.
know Taylor.
So her,
Okay.
yeah, that's my cousin.
Oh,
So
okay.
her dad used to, like,
What?
he was raw at BMX.
She never. We were together. Like she's in my group, and she never even told me anything like that. That's crazy. I definitely have been like, girl, we happened in a rally. What? That's
Yeah,
tight.
yeah. So he was
Wow.
really good. That's how I started.
That's
'Cause
awesome.
My mom and him are brother sister.
Oh,
My mom used to
wow.
race too.
What?
There's an old picture my grandparents have of her on her bike,
Yeah.
and her number plate was a paper plate with a number on it.
Oh my gosh, makeshift.
Yeah.
That's the best though. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
tight.
she used to do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's always cool, like when your parents, find that thing that you both like to do. Like that's how my dad and I are with music. Like I feel like we have that connection. You and your mom had that connection with like racing and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my dad, just with sports in general, he's always
Yeah.
been like real.
Oh, I see him at
like,
every
hard on me
water
all the time.
polo, like or baseball.
Yeah.
Yes, I always saw him everywhere.
And he used to not, he didn't even like that stuff, but then he started going and just supporting like Dalton, and he really got into it. Like,
Yeah.
started learning the game.
Yeah, I learned because of them too. Like I was like water polo, like I don't not to like put like the race car, like that's not a black sport. I've never like, first of all, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, let me see what's about, because like Bragg would be like, okay, go to water polo, like let's support them. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I go there first few times, I'd be like, I don't get this. Is it like water soccer? Next thing you know, I'm first one in line to get into the games. I'm like, this is like a dope sport.
Yeah,
And
they
then,
get
like,
down sometimes,
yeah, I heard
depending
that
on the
they get
team.
under the water and like be fighting and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, they be sneaky under the water. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, and then like my friends Connor, Daniel Van, and then would come out and show me
Those
like
clowns.
that. They would show me like they're like little bruises, like they really pinch and stuff under the water. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. I could never. I'm more like in basketball. I was more up front. Like I'm gonna push you and you gonna see
Yeah.
it. Like I'm not gonna hide what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. Like, but them refs were not playing in water polo. They could see.
Yeah,
and
they
would-
pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, if I had vision that good, I would.
Connor's raw. He was good.
Yeah, he was good. And his brother, what's his name? Corbett.
Oh, you're talking
McDaniel.
about Oh yeah. Okay,
Oh,
Connor.
and Connor Norton.
Yeah, I
he's
was
good
thinking
too.
about Connor.
Yeah, Connor Norton. He's good
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
That boy's a star.
Yeah, he's raw. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
was
at
like-
Davis right now.
Word, that's cool. Him and his sister. I don't know where she went.
Callie.
Yeah, but she was talented too. She played a sport. What sport did she do?
I don't even know. I just knew Connor played polo because of my
Yeah,
brother.
but they were like the twins of the school. I was
Yeah.
like, y'all over here making your parents proud.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
But yeah, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really. We talked about everything. I said some things I never thought I'd even say. Like, I'm over here opening.
I know
up.
you came in. Okay, so what are we gonna talk about? I'm like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and you know, my you walking out of school and everything.
Yeah, that's
That's
how you
so
do it. Just keep it
cool.
natural, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
Yeah.
the flow. Dudes, take his course. I wish you the best with your podcast, though.
Thank
like
you.
and your mini guests. Like,
I appreciate you coming on.
yeah, of course. And I hope like to see you like in 5 years interviewing like big names. Hopefully, I'm one of the big names.
Working on it. Working on
know?
it. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
most definitely.
That's
But
awesome.
I'm real happy you're the second young lady to come on.
Yes, sir.
I
Thank
need
you for
more
having
young
me.
ladies. I need to keep it diverse around here, not just, guy
Yeah.
talk all the time, you know?
Yeah. We got
Yeah.
stuff to talk about too. You know?
Yep, exactly. But yeah, thank you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
This is Destiny Hyde. I will have her links in the description below.
Yes, sir.
But we'll see you guys.
Mulberry.